YouTube, it's your boy DJ Platinum. Yes, your boy DJ Platinum back once again with another video. Today I'm going to talk about my most embarrassing DJ moment. Yeah, so my most embarrassing DJ moment. I think this is my most embarrassing DJ moment. And I think I've touched on this situation in a previous video now. But let me talk about it. My most embarrassing DJ moment, right? First of all, there's been some embarrassing times where it's either my fault or not my fault, or I've been DJing at an event and the equipment sound might cut out. It might be my equipment, so it's like need to upgrade to a new amp or 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 it's not your equipment, but obviously you're the DJ behind the decks in it, and so there's been little things here and there. Any DJ that's been DJing for any considerable length of time knows that sometimes shit happens. But yeah, the situation I'm going to talk about, can't even talk about this. But yeah, so sharing my experiences. This I think is my most embarrassing DJ moment. So we are going to take you back over a decade ago. So I was DJ. Okay, so there was a venue that I used to DJ in, weekly, right? I think it was on a Wednesday. So, and the promoter had various DJs on the night and So yeah, I was one of the DJs that used to play weekly at this venue. And then the night stopped, right? And the reason why I'm telling you about this event I used to play at, because it kind of makes me look, it kind of makes the situation not look as bad as it does, because I used to DJ at that venue week in, week out, So, and I think I've touched on this before in previous videos, that I was quite late moving with the technology. So I was purchasing vinyl up until 2009. I think that's when I stopped purchasing vinyl, 2009. There was an overlap between me using vinyl and CDs. I think I started, I think it was around 2005, 2006. I was on a radio station, and I turned up to a radio station once, and like one of the decks weren't working, so I couldn't do my, and like most of the DJs predominantly use CDs, and plus also I was getting sent some tracks by people and whatever, and like I would put them onto CD, so rather than press them to vinyl. Anyway, so there was a little overlap of me using vinyl and CD. I'm making this story longer than it should be. So anyway, this venue that I used to DJ at weekly, the weekly event stopped. Cool. Then the venue, so this I think was 2008, if I remember correctly. The venue then contacted me, So obviously and I think the management changed, but I think the previous people mentioned, I can't remember how I got in touch with I can't remember how they got in touch with me, but they wanted me to do a weekly resident slot. So this is not a promoter-led event now, not like the one I used to DJ at that particular venue weekly. They wanted me as weekly on a particular day. I think it was a Thursday night they had, I can't remember. They wanted me as their in-house resident DJ for that particular day of the week, right? And so it was me playing all night. So I'm still in this vinyl stage, innit? Like I was buying vinyl up till 2009, so this is around 2008. So I'll turn up to the venue. So on the first night, I turn up to the venue, and then so I predominantly got vinyl, because that's what I did, because I was late, innit? Lots of DJs, pretty much most DJs moved to CDs. Most DJs I knew at the time moved to CDs by then, and then obviously from CDs we all went digital, the laptop, the Serato, Tractor, record box and everything there. But yeah, I was still using vinyl, but I had some CDs with me, right? But not a lot of tunes. I know I had some tunes on CDs, right? So anyway, turn up to the venue to on the first night of this weekly thing that the venue asked asked me to do. Obviously, we negotiated the fee or whatever, and how long it's gonna last or whatever. And so I'm playing. So I turn up to the thing now. I see the mixer and the two CDJs there, and the two turntables were kind of just tucked away. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, but it's my fault. I was late with the technology, innit? So I'm like, nah. I need to play. I need a vinyl. I need a turntable to play. So it was a proper Technics 1200, 1210s, the industry standard thing. So anyway, hooked up the turntables to the mixer as well. The CDJs were still plugged in and whatnot. So I've got record boxes with me, innit? So I've got my CD pouch and I've got a few CDs in there, but my core main tunes are on. And also, yeah, I need to point out, this was a different crowd. So I'm a DJ. I play urban music, right? So if I'm playing at a multi-genre event, I'm gonna be playing dancehall, I'm gonna be playing R&B, hip hop, house sometimes, garage, like multi-genre urban DJ, yeah. But this thing was like more of a poppy kind of commercial thing. It's not the usual urban thing I'm used to. Yes, I got a few pop music and I'm still playing R&B and that, but more the commercial things, more the light-hearted things and all that. So when I'm playing on the vinyl, so most of my tunes are on vinyl, yeah. The motherfucking turntables is fucked. The thing keep jumping and skipping. So now I'm forced to say, okay, I'm the only DJ there, innit? Like for the whole night, like. So I'm forced to play some of my CDs, but I ain't got that much tracks on CDs. And I've got quite a few tracks, but the popular tracks to play to this commercial, pop kind of crowd, different type of people, different type of clientele as well. Like most of my stuff is on vinyl. But now, so when fucking the things start jumping, the needles start jumping and scratching, like yes, it was Technics 1200s or 1210s or whatever, but the thing was DJ locked. It was fucked. Yeah. So a couple of times it happened, and then after a while, the motherfucking crowd start booing. All them years of DJing, I've never, no one's ever booed me. And they're like, boo. And so, obviously, it's not the tunes. It's not the way of it's the motherfucking equipment that is fucking up the thing. But when there's a crowd, yeah, especially like I don't think in my opinion, I don't think the crowd reaction would have been like that in an urban event. I think the kind of crowd I'm used to playing to, especially in a smaller venue like that was at the time, yeah, you're not happy if the thing's fucking up, but it's kind of like, okay, you could, but this was like a after work kind of, like a commercial crowd, and they might not really go clubbing that much or to the club. Anyway, whatever. But I started hearing one or two boos in the crowd. I'm like, because at first people were loving the music, and people were like, yeah, bigging me up. And as the needles will start jumping and scratching up and fucking hell. So the crowd booed a couple of times. And I'm like, what? And then I remember, I think one of the people come to me and said, oh, what's that? So I'm explaining to them, but you can't, and I think, yeah, the setup was, I don't think there wasn't a microphone. So when a few technical issues or whatever, there was no microphone. So it was just, I was DJing. It wasn't a thing where I'm hosting my set or I had another host with me. It was just playing music, innit? But the motherfucking crowd was booing. That was the first time and the last time I've ever been booed DJing. But the embarrassment, especially when you believe in yourself. I think the only one ever time someone ever tried to boo me, I was DJing at a birthday party a couple of years ago. And this whole R. Kelly thing, I think I played an R. Kelly tune, and just one person walked up to me and said boo, but it was like in a joke way, because, since this whole R. Kelly scandal come out, people are like, yeah, nobody play R. Kelly anymore. That's a whole nother subject in itself, like, because you're playing a man's music, and should you not play it because is it right to play it, is it wrong to play it? That might be the debate for another video. But that's something I'll do with a panel of DJs and see their opinions on it. So let's not go into that. But yeah, so my most embarrassing DJ moment, I was DJing in that club and the equipment was fucking up big time and the crowd booed me a good few times. Yeah. So what I did, obviously I think it was a Thursday night. So I was going to be the resident DJ. So between that Thursday and that following Thursday, I was like, boom, I need to copy all my main tunes to CD. I need to, pay for some tunes to download, get some tunes, put them onto CD, and make sure I've got sufficient. Fuck the turntables in this venue. It's fucked. But by the following, but I think it was the Tuesday, 2 days before the venue called me and said, no, we don't think you're right for for our night. Imagine. So that thing was just done right there, and it's because of the venue's equipment. And right, so if there are any up and coming DJs watching this right now, yeah, because I handled that shit so wrong. If you're an up and coming DJ, this is what you do in that situation. Okay, so first of all, it's partly my fault for not moving to the times of the technology, partly my fault for not investigating on properly what equipment they've got and the working order before I agree to this weekly thing. But separate from my oversight and my me not moving with the technology fast enough, what any up and coming DJs, what the best thing I should have done in that situation was, right, the moment the thing starts scratching a couple of times, turn to the venue and say, sorry, I cannot play this equipment. Like, I will, like, if you've got some local DJ that you can get, I'll play for another 5 or 10 minutes, or you link up your iPad, or like, I'm not playing, because what would have happened, they might have still cancelled my weekly residency and not call me back the next week. But they done that anyway, and it would have saved the embarrassment. And so DJs, like, when you got some of the Billboard named DJs, like certain, like this DJ, they're not gonna play on that shit equipment. So my mistake was even entertaining, still struggling to make it work with faulty equipment. No, the equipment's fucked. I can't play on this, I'm sorry. So what if you're walking away and you fuck them up because they've got a crowd there and they need music to play? Let them plug in something to play something. Let them plug in something to play something. You're not gonna stand there and ruin your reputation. Not ruin your reputation, because your reputation, especially in that case for me, it wasn't like a crowd of people that I probably would ever see again. Like, you know what I mean? But because it was a different kind of clientele. It was like a after work kind of commercial crowd, you know. But so I wasn't worried about no reputation thing. But you're not getting embarrassed yourself, and like, that's another thing. So, and I'm moving on slightly off subject, and I think I spoke about this on other videos, but you don't just do anything for money when you're DJing. Like, learn to say no, innit? Yeah, so my mistake, I should have investigated about the equipment beforehand, and I should have moved in time with the technology. Yes, but in terms of turning up and there's faulty equipment, right? Nah, I'm not playing. I'm sorry, and it's the venue thing to deal with. Yeah. Oh well, I'm not going to pay you your money then. Well, that's another discussion. But at the end of the day, you should never. And I'm not even saying I was desperate at the time, but I'm just saying you should never be desperate, so desperate for a booking, whether it's either to advance your career or for the actual money, that you're going to stay in a situation like that. I just done it because out of the niceness and the goodness of my heart thinking I'm doing the right thing, try and struggle to, no, fuck that, man. Walk out the venue. DJs, if you're ever in a situation where you turn up to booking and something's not right, just walk away. Walk away. The promoter, you might lose the money for that night. The promoter might not book you again. Walk away. Just walk away. Yeah. Not everything's about trying to please everyone. Not everything is about trying to beg for every penny you can get, whether you need it or not. Like if something's not right, just walk away respectfully, but just walk away. But again, like learning from my mistake, yeah, you like moving in technology. Okay, there's loads of DJs out there that still use vinyl predominantly. Yeah, like I can't. Like obviously, I'm fully up to date. You know, digital, this, that, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, that's my most embarrassing DJ moment. Fucking getting booed. Imagine. Yeah, there might have been other embarrassing things in the past, like I said before earlier in the video about equipment cutting out, and whether it's my equipment back in the day or someone else's equipment or whatever, or, you know, the amplifier overheating or, you know, or whatever. Yeah. But boo, you know. Boo. On more than one occasion in the night. Like me, I tried to stay strong and resilient. I did my best with trying to minimize the level of the needle scratching and all that, and trying to, you know, play as much CDs as I can, tunes that people will know, yeah, because obviously the club obviously operated with the CDJs being their main thing. So, but anyway, that was my most embarrassing DJ moment. But we learn from our mistakes. That's the most brilliant thing. We learn from our mistakes, and I'll never put myself in that situation again. Like after that, I mean, I think even that time I mentioned as well on radio, where a couple of years before that, around 2006, and I turned up one time and I couldn't do my show because like I had only vinyl, and I just turned up one day and the turntables weren't there in the studio, so they always had CDJs and turntables. No, I think one turntable wasn't there, so I couldn't mix. Like my show was a mix show, and so from then I said, nah, I got to be on the CD thing, and then that thing happened in 2008, and I think I stopped purchasing vinyl in 2009. It's just like, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was my most embarrassing DJ moment. I'm sharing the shit with you. Let me know if you've had that similar situation before. Comment below, or if you've. Let me know your most embarrassing DJ moment if you're a DJ. Was it not as bad as that? Was it worse? And also, yeah, subscribe to the channel. Big up to all the people who subscribed so far. You're helping the channel grow. But yeah, if you like this video, share it with your fellow DJs, and like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that YouTube lets you know when I upload another video. And that's it. Your boy DJ Platinum is gone.